Good afternoon, I'm Gwendolyn Morton and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here. A few of our top headlines for Friday. A building in Garrard County has partially collapsed. We've got the story on that. Plus, a Somerset man is behind bars on sex charges, and the Powell County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help in locating a suspect. All that plus more news, local sports, and of course we have weather all coming up today, Live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV lead story of the day, a historic building in Garrard County located on the public square in Lancaster endured significant structural damage overnight. The building, which has housed various businesses over the years, currently accommodates a subway on the ground floor and then a low-income tenants on the top floor. The structural issues started back in March when a wall collapsed, leading to firefighter intervention and the condemnation of the building, prompting the evacuation of residents. Last night, the entire backside of the building collapsed. Further exasperating the situation, owner James Bushnell expressed concerns about the future, acknowledging the substantial financial and time investment required for the restoration. He emphasized the priority of securing the building to ensure public safety before proceeding with any renovations. While the city and the Salvation Army provided support to displaced tenants after the initial condemnation, Bushnell remains apprehensive about the well-being. He reports that the tenants, all low-income individuals, faced numerous challenges ranging from health issues to personal struggles. Despite the challenges, Bushnell has initiated repair work aiming to restore the building. Well, a Somerset man has been arrested on charges of sexually abusing a minor. According to the arrested citation, 50-year-old Charles Eldon Richardson was served an indictment warrant yesterday for first-degree sodomy involving a victim under the age of 12. According to the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office, they began the investigation after an adult came forward stating that when they were 10 years old back in 1997, they were sexually assaulted by Richardson. If you are asked that if you have any information regarding the investigation, you should contact the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office. That phone number 606-678-5145. You can also reach out to the tip line. That's 606-679-8477. The Powell County Sheriff's Office is requesting assistance from the public in locating the pictured subject on the screen, Jeremy C. Spencer of Breathitt County. Spencer is wanted on an outstanding indictment warrant stemming from an incident back in 2023 where the charges consist of trafficking in a controlled substance, fentanyl, and resisting arrest. Spencer's whereabouts include Breathitt, Wolfe, and Perry County. He may also occasionally reside in Lexington. In a social media post, the Sheriff's Office included a picture of Spencer's vehicle, a 2010 Honda CR-V, light blue in color. If anyone has any information that may be helpful to the investigation, you're asked to reach out, where you can remain anonymous if requested. You can also contact the Powell County Dispatch non-emergency 606-663-4116, or you can always message the Powell County Sheriff's Office on their Facebook page. Well, a Laurel County teen has been charged with a slew of offenses following a motorcycle pursuit. Late Sunday night, a Laurel County Sheriff's deputy observed a motorcycle without a license plate fail to signal a turn onto Echo Valley Road. Police say the motorcyclist failed to stop when that deputy activated his emergency equipment and proceeded to accelerate at a very high rate of speed. The deputy reported the operator, a 17-year-old male juvenile, was riding at speeds in excess of 120 miles per hour. The vehicle pursuit ended when the operator lost control of the motorcycle on a sharp curve on Matt Baker Road. Following the crash, the suspect began running but was apprehended following a brief foot chase. During the investigation, the juvenile was determined to be under the influence, and the motorcycle was discovered to be stolen out of Tennessee. The 17-year-old was charged with receiving stolen property under $10,000, operating a motor vehicle under the influence, speeding more than 26 miles over the speed limit, first and second degree fleeing or evading police, resisting arrest, and first degree wanton endangerment. Kentucky State Police Post 10 troopers are urgently seeking the whereabouts of 2 juveniles who fled from a Middlesboro group home. Citizens are advised not to approach them if spotted and should immediately notify law enforcement. The juveniles may be traveling in a black 2021 Kia Sportage with a broken rear window. The missing juveniles are reported as Jeremiah Fulton, a 17-year-old from Albany. He is described as a white male, 5 foot 4 inches tall, approximately 135 pounds, with brown hair and hazel eyes. He was last seen wearing a light gray sweatshirt with a hood, light gray sweatpants, and black tennis shoes. The other juvenile is listed as Balin Milner, 16, from Shepherdsville, described as a white male, 5 foot 6 inches tall, approximately 145 pounds, with brown hair and blue eyes. He was last seen wearing a light gray sweatshirt, dark gray sweatpants, and black tennis shoes. Anyone with information regarding the location of either juvenile should urgently contact the KSP Post 10 606-573-3131 or the Middlesboro Police Department. Tips can also be reported confidentially through the KSP website tip form. If you have any idea where those 2 juveniles are, just make sure you contact your local KSP post immediately. Well, election is just around the corner, and during April, over 4,500 voters were removed from the rolls, comprising 3,300 deceased voters, more than 500 voters who relocated out of state, and 500 felony convicts, 59 duplicate registrations, 48 voters who voluntarily deregistered, and 32 voters who were determined mentally incompetent. Republican registrants now make up 46% of the electorate, totaling 1.6 million voters. Republican registration saw a modest increase of 2,600 voters, representing just a small rise. Democratic registrants account for about 43% of the electorate, with 1.5 million voters. Democratic registration experienced a slight decrease of around 700 voters, marking just a small percentage drop. Independent or third-party registration stands at 364,000 voters. That is 10% of the electorate. Other registrations saw an uptick of 1,700 voters, reflecting just a small percent increase. Kentuckians can participate in early voting with no excuse required from May 16th to the 18th. Additionally, polling locations will be open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on May the 21st. Voters can find polling locations at govote.ky.gov. With that, we're going to take a quick break. We've had some crazy weather over the last few days. We've got Todd in the Weather Center going to take a look at the forecast for the weekend. That's coming up next.
For State Representative Republican Darrell Billings, a rock-solid conservative ready to defend our values. A third-generation farmer, Darrell Billings knows hard work. Darrell Billings, pro-life, pro-gun, a strong Trump Republican. Darrell Billings, tough on crime, will defend the blue and fight Joe Biden's failed policies. Conservative, committed, ready to lead. For State Representative Darrell Billings.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop's Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, We have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow!
When the possibility for severe weather is a threat, it pays to have an expert on your side. Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration want you to know that your home is their top priority. When the storms have left you with more questions than answers, Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration is there to walk you through the process and offer free roof inspections and estimates. From wind and hail, fire and smoke damage, commercial and residential. Trust Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration. Like them on Facebook to learn more.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. Rain and much cooler temperatures today. We've got Todd in the Weather Center going to give us a look at that weekend forecast.
Thanks, Gwendolyn. And of course, tonight we have a chance to see some northern lights. How about that? A very intense geomagnetic storm is on the way, and it looks like that'll be peaking overnight tonight, as I mentioned. But here's the view from north of town on I-75 in and out of the clouds. Notice that the clouds again in place over the Commonwealth and the Ohio Valley, but a little bit of thinning to our north. Those clouds should melt away tonight, so that is good news. And notice that from around midnight into the early morning hours, it does look like we are going to be clear. A little bit chilly down into the upper 40s, but this is around 2 to 5 a.m. The KP index, just one thing that is looked at when you take a look at the northern lights, that's pegging at 8.3. And what that means is that northern lights may be visible as far south as the southern states, including us here in the Commonwealth. So again, try to get away from the ambient city light tonight. But again, after midnight through the early morning hours of Saturday is when that best potential of northern lights will be found. Saturday, breezy, couple of showers developing, brighter on Mother's Day, and then turning soggy into next week. Again, a few showers on Saturday, maybe a clap of thunder, and then Sunday we've got sunshine and 72. A little bit breezy on Saturday, as I mentioned, out of the southwest, 20, 25 mile an hour winds. Then the winds subside just in time for Mom on Sunday. Looking fairly soggy, though, into next week as we get a little bit closer here through next week. There could be some 1 to 2+ inch liquid tallies through that time period as several waves of showers will be pushing through. But through this weekend, mainly tomorrow, rainfall generally less than 1/10 of an inch. And again, this will just be some isolated stuff developing. But again, tonight should be clear enough to take a look at that northern light potential. There goes that shower chance into the afternoon. Again, maybe a couple of heavier pockets, but not a whole lot of rain. And then next week, Gwendolyn, definitely looking more unsettled.
Thanks, Todd. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, some sad news. Robert Glenn Lindsay, a Lexington radio host for over 50 years, has sadly passed away Wednesday. He was 66 years old and passed away after a battle with cancer. Robert started working in radio at the age of 16 and was a DJ and production talent in the business, which included his time at WVLK. His funeral will be held in Lexington on Monday, May 13th from 1 to 2 at the Millward Funeral Directors, 159 North Broadway. Last month, the Georgetown City Council greenlit the purchase of body-worn cameras for the Georgetown Police Department. Council member Willow Hambrick said that after the vote that he was so pleased about this. I know that the council and the police department have been diligently working for literally years to get this accomplished. Hambrick first proposed this purchase during a meeting in February. The department said that at the time they needed to prioritize recruiting officers and increasing salaries. Georgetown Police Chief Darren Allgood stated that the department isn't against the cameras, but that they have to ensure that they have enough officers first. It's another great piece of technology and another tool in our tool belt that we can use to help support our officers in their testimony. It'll help, hopefully, if we have a complaint, to help prove or disprove that complaint. To get to the truth, more transparency. A contract was approved by the City Council with Axon, who are expected to deliver 86 cameras around June 1st. A new civilian position will be created by the department to handle the implementation of the cameras. This position will oversee the use of body-worn cameras and respond to open records requests. Chief Allgood expounded on the position, saying this person will oversee the cameras. They will be responsible for redacting anything that needs to be redacted and possibly identifying any training needs that may be important to the officers. That can be a learning example. According to Allgood, all officers will be equipped with the cameras and all traffic officers will have cameras for their vehicles. The department expects the cameras to be up and running by this July. With that, we're going to take a quick break. We've got Dawson up with sports, and of course, it's Friday. Don't go anywhere. We've also got Samantha in with the Weekender Report. That's still to come right here, live at 5.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, Samantha Burford, and Dawson Rule as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with a new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Well, welcome back. On today's Sports Report, Dawson Rule shows highlights from Madison Central's softball senior night and also has recent score updates for Madison County teams. Here's Dawson.
To start today's coverage, last night the sports crew streamed the Central versus Pulaski County senior night softball game. While the Lady Indians lost, it was a game which featured highlights to show today. Here are some of those moments from the exciting evening.
Cassidy Gentry's got that. This one hit on really well to center field. Gone. No doubt. Oh, and leaves a dent in someone's car windshield out there. But my goodness, Brooklyn Thomas absolutely annihilated that softball. Gilbo, wow, what a hit. And it will land right off the fence. Brooklyn's going 2. She slides in, going 3. Will Gilbo get there? She will. Safe, a triple for Brooklyn Gilbo. What a way to start the inning for Madison Central. We knew the run would come eventually. How about the junior Brooklyn Gilbo off the fence all the way to third? What a start. Let's look at that on replay. A couple more feet on that. She would have knocked that right out of here. Guerrera hits this one, and it will fall for a hit. Gilbo scores into second. Safe is the pinch runner. Lena Guerrera brings it to a 1-run game. What a nice RBI hit for Guerrera. Let's look at that on replay. She just kind of hit that ball and whoop, finessed it right over the shortstop, just by about a foot or two, and what a hit. Hack. And it will fall in the gap for a hit. Riel Parks is going to score a run easy. She's too fast. Hack the second. All right. Indians have started off strong. Number 13, the junior. Hit on. Will it fall? Yes, it will. Hack at third. Stop sign on. Runners on the corners, though. Good hit for Brooklyn Gilbo. Gentry again, and this is just short to center field. Caught for the second out. Throw home. Oh, collision. Tag. That's a score.
The team honored 4 seniors: Cassidy Gentry, Andrea Linton, Cassidy Hack, and Olivia Metcalf. Districts are 10 days away, and they'll be played down at Madison Southern. Sticking to softball, the EKU softball team was shockingly upset yesterday 3-2 in the ASUN tournament first round by Florida Gulf Coast. This was a bad loss for the team, as now they move to the consolation bracket and will have to win 5 straight games in the tournament to be able to hold that conference trophy. EKU will play the first consolation bracket game today at 1 against Queens to start their drive for the title. It's going to be hard, but with this 40-win bunch, I think they can be the ones to do it. This weekend, if you're looking for some local baseball, go check out the Lexington Legends, as they're hosting a 3-game series. The Legends will be playing the Charleston Dirty Birds, and it'll be Heroes Weekend. Tonight is First Responders Night, where doctors, EMTs, police, nurses, and more will all receive free tickets for themselves and family members to the game. Tomorrow night is Military Appreciation Night, where free tickets will be given to all military and their families. And of course, Sunday, what hero? Other than it's Mother's Day. And of course, they're the biggest heroes of all. So mothers will be honored. Get out and support the Legends this weekend and enjoy some local baseball. Speaking of baseball, UK will start on their last SEC Road Series today. The Wildcats lead the conference in first place by 1 singular match, which means every win in the SEC is important from here on out. The Gators are 24-23, while the Wildcats are 35-10, so advantage will most likely stand with the road team Wildcats. Now, EKU's baseball team's also heading to Florida, and they're traveling to Florida Gulf Coast University for the final ASUN Road Series for them, too. This trip will be important for the Colonels on their quest of getting the highest possible seed for the ASUN baseball tournament, which is going to be here in just a few short weeks. After this road series, Eastern will next week travel to Morehead State and then finish the regular season with a 3-game series against the Jacksonville Dolphins at home. Best of luck to the baseball Colonels this weekend. Now to look at some other scores from the area. Last night at the high school level for Madison County, Madison Central's baseball team played at home and lost 6-0 to Scott County, and Berea lost 19-2 at Western Hills. On the softball side, besides our game of the week, Model played, and they lost to Frankfort 10-0 on the road. There's going to be various games played tonight, as the weather seems to be clearing up. That will be all for today's sports coverage. Thanks for tuning in, and this is Dawson Rule with Madison County's Sports Report.
Richmond has its very own TV station, WBON TV Channel 9, featuring 4 new TV channels of programming. Our primary station, 9.1, is available over the air with an antenna on all area cable systems, Roku, and our live player at WBONTV.com. You'll love the local sports and other local programming, including the only local newscast for the greater Richmond area, live at 5 daily. Find out more at WBONTV.com.
Hey y'all, it's Josh.
And Greg from Hicks & Funson, Kentucky Lawyers.
We are happy to be official sponsors for the Lexington Legends in the 2024 season.
I, for one, am happy about the name and mustache coming back.
So if life throws you a curveball, hire local injury lawyers. Hire Hicks & Funson.
You can find us at the Legends Ballpark this season, online at honestfearless.com, or call 859-777-7000.
Go Legends!
Heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram, or plan your night out at chenaultvineyards.com. Welcome back. Mother's Day is coming up this Sunday. If you don't have anything planned yet, fear not, because there are plenty of local events you can bring mom to. WBON TV's Samantha Burford is here with this week's edition of the Weekender Report to tell you all about it.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Weekender Report for the weekend of May 10th through the 12th. I'm Samantha Burford. Let's get this weekend started. This Saturday, May 11th, it's the National Association of Letter Carriers Stamp Out Hunger Food Drive. On this day, letter carriers will collect non-perishable food donations in every community they serve. To participate, simply leave a bag of food by your mailbox before your letter carrier arrives, and they will do the rest. Food donations will be delivered to our local area to God's Outreach Madison County Food Bank. This is an important effort to help feed the hungry in our Richmond, Kentucky community. Saturday morning, May 11th, the Berea Arts Council is having their annual plant sale between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. This sale helps support their mission of making art for everyone possible in the Berea community. If you have extra plants to sell and you'd like to donate some to the plant sale, you can stop by the gallery on Friday to drop them off. This all happens at the Berea Arts Council Gallery on Chestnut Street. Kentucky artists, led by artist and comic book illustrator Justin Stewart, will be coming together at the Berea Arts Council for an evening of live art. Artists will draw or paint live and in person on 6 large boards used as easels so that people can watch the creative process unfold from blank paper to their finished work. And yes, you can buy artwork they make. Pricing starts at $50 and is dependent on each artist. This creative event happens Saturday, May 11th from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Berea Arts Council in Berea, Kentucky. Join Chenault Vineyards for their 2nd annual Mother's Day Vendors event. It all happens on Saturday, May 11th from 12 to 4 p.m. Some of the vendors includes Pence's Plants, Honey's Homestead Breads and Bakes, New Skin, Lux Links, En Route Boutique, and Veronica Martinez Florals. Chenault Vineyards will also be offering specials throughout the event. All ages are welcome for this special Mother's Day vendor event. Would you like to experience relaxing yoga sessions held among a herd of curious alpacas? Alpacas may sniff your hair in a downward dog, but they will not try to scale your backside. Attend the Alpaca Vinyasa Yoga class on Saturday, May 11th at 6 p.m. River Hill Ranch in Richmond, Kentucky is having a 1-hour session of relaxing yoga held in a pasture alongside some of their friendly and inquisitive alpacas. It's all led by one of their experienced yoga instructors. All levels of yoga experience are welcome. Watch our Weekender Report on WBON TV to find out all the events happening in Madison and all of our surrounding counties. Make sure to send us your event each week so that we can share your fun activities with the thousands of WBON TV viewers. Thanks for watching this Weekender Report for the weekend of May 10th. I'm Samantha Burford.
Thanks, Samantha, for that Weekender report. Lots of great things to do with Mom over the weekend. Thanks so much for joining us today. Happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there. Have a wonderful weekend. And of course, I'll see you right back here Monday live at 5.